Hello, this is dailydonenglish.com. Today we have a news about a new tallest building plan in Dubai. So let's see. Dubai to build tallest tower, beating its own record. Dubai plans to build a tower that will stand higher than its Burj Khalifa, currently the world's tallest skyscraper, property developer Emaar said on Sunday. The new project comes as Dubai developers continue to announce new schemes despite a softening real estate sector, with the Emaar built Burj Khalifa expected to usurp by a tower currently under construction in Saudi Arabia. Al Abrar would not confirm the height of the proposed new tower, saying only that it would be a notch taller than the Burj Khalifa, which stands at more than 828 meters. The tower, designed by Spanish-Swiss new futuristic architect Santiago Calatrava, is slated to have a rooftop courtyard, residential units, observation decks, and a link to a retail plaza. The tower will be slender, evoking the image of a minaret, and will be anchored to the ground with sturdy cables, Emaar said. Dubai has established a reputation for building dozens of futuristic skyscrapers, which have transformed its skyline. Saudi Arabia's Kingdom Holding is building a tower in Jeddah that is planned to surpass Burj Khalifa, rising more than a kilometer. Okay, let's proceed with the word meaning by each paragraph. Dubai to build tallest tower, beating its own record. Dubai plans to build a tower that will stand higher than its Burj Khalifa, currently the world's tallest skyscraper, property developer Emaar said on Sunday. Meanings: build, to build a building or other large structure by putting its parts together, or to develop something. So here they are building a tallest large structure. Okay, so build, to make a large structure by putting its parts together. Tallest, of more than average height or of a particular height. So if something is as usual, the more height than the average, so it's tallest. Tower, a tall narrow structure or building that stands alone. Okay, beating, the act of hitting someone hard, but here number of times is beating, but here it's like it's going to break its own record. So beating is here to its own record. Plans, a set of decisions about how to do something in the future. Stand, used for talking about the state or condition of a building or object. So here it's about the building, state of the building. The building will be higher than Burj Khalifa, so stand higher. Higher means high, used to refer to an advanced level of education or something high. Okay, currently, at the present time, now. Skyscraper, a very tall modern building, usually in a city. The new project comes as Dubai developers continue to announce a new scheme despite a softening real estate sector, with the Emaar built Burj Khalifa expected to be usurped by a tower currently under construction in Saudi Arabia. Meanings continue to keep something doing. So Dubai developers continue to announce, so they keep doing announcing without stopping. Announce to make a public or official statement about, especially about a plan decision. So Dubai developer announce, so make a public statement. Schemes, a plan that is developed by a government or large organization in order to provide a particular service for people. So Dubai developers launching like a private organization. They are schemes, launch a new schemes, announce a new scheme, means they are uh, uh, developing some home or the building for the people. Despite, used for saying that something happens even though something else might have prevented it. So despite. Softening, a lack of increase or a reduction in level of something. So softening, reduction in real estate sector despite a reduction in real estate sector. Expected, likely to happen or to be true. So Burj Khalifa likely to happen to be surpassed. Usurp. Okay. Usurp means to take a job or position that belongs to someone else without having the right to do this. So usurp. So Burj Khalifa expected means likely to happen to be usurped by, means like Burj Khalifa position will be taken by a tower currently under construction in Saudi Arabia. Tower, we have learned, a tall narrow structure or building that stands alone currently at the present time under the process of building something large under construction, means the process of building something large or complicated. Al-Abrar would not confirm the height of the proposed new tower, saying only that it would be a notch taller than the Burj Khalifa, which stands at more than 828 meters. Meaning, confirm to prove that something is true. So Al-Abrar would not confirm, so they would not confirm the height. Propose to offer or suggest a possible plan or action to others. Okay, so proposed. Tower, a tall narrow structure or building that stands alone. Notch, a notch. So new building a notch taller means if you move up something or down a notch, you move up or down to the next level. So the new building will be the next level up with the Burj Khalifa. The stand, used to talking about the state or condition of a building or object. Okay. The tower, designed by Spanish Swiss new futuristic architect Santiago Calatrava Walls, is slated to have a rooftop, courtyard, residential units, observation decks, and a link to a retail plaza. Meanings: tower, a tall, narrow structure or building that stands alone, designed to make or drop plans for something. For example, clothes or building. So, designed. The tower, plan by Spanish Swiss new futuristic architect. Futuristic, so modern, seems to belong to the future. It's not look like not the current era, but just look like the something we are going to achieve something in future. Slated, expected to happen. Rooftop, the outside surface of the roof of a building. Courtyard, a square area that is surrounded by buildings or walls. Observation, the act of observing something or someone. Decks, a wooden floor built outside where people can sit and relax. Retail, the activity of selling goods to the public, usually in shops. The tower will be slandered. So this last paragraph will give you the idea. Like this will have all the things: rooftop, courtyard. Uh, at the top of the building, they have a wooden room or location where people can sit and relax. Okay, uh, they have observation decks. They have a retail plaza where they can purchase. The tower will be slender, evoking the image of a minaret, and will be anchored to the ground with sturdy cables, Imar said. Meaning, tower, a tall, narrow structure, a building that stands alone, slender, tall, or long, or and thin in an attractive way. So it will be slender, evoking to bring a particular emotion, idea, or image into your mind. So it's an idea of a minaret. It will be look like minaret. A tall tower that is traditionally part of a masjid, a Muslim religious building, where someone stands to call people to prayer. Anchored, someone or something that gives support when needed. So it will be anchored, supporting on the ground. Dubai has established a reputation for building dozens of futuristic skyscrapers which have transformed its skyline. Established, having existed for a long time and therefore recognized as good or successful. Reputation, the opinion that people have about how good or how bad someone or something is. Built, to make a building or other large structure by putting its parts together to develop something. So Dubai have built a reputation for building dozens of futuristic skyscraper. Futuristic, so modern that it seems to belong to the future. Skyscraper, a very tall modern building, usually in a city, transformed to make someone or something completely different, usually in a way that makes them more attractive, easier to use. Skyline, the shapes made by building or mountain when you see them against the sky. So if you see some buildings or mountains from the above against the sky, like you will be in a helicopter, an aeroplane, and you are seeing that, so they give you a view that's called skyline. Saudi Arabia Kingdom Holding is building a tower in Jeddah that is planned to be surpass Burj Khalifa, rising more than a kilometer. Holding, a part of a company that someone owns in form of a shares. So Saudi Arabia Kingdom Holding. So it's a whole it's a company which a part of a company. Built, to make a building or other larger structure by putting its parts together to develop something. Tower, a tall narrow structure or building that stands alone. Surpass, to be better or greater than something. So in the building, the tower is building in Saudi Arabia will be greater, surpass Burj Khalifa, rising, about to become. Thank you for watching daily.english.com. Stay tuned for the next lesson, and please try fill in the blanks, examples and the article.